Hi moms, super psyched to talk to you. But two things. Number one, I'm doing Invisalign. Good luck. I don't know what that looks like on camera. Number two, I am completely congested. So sorry for the nasal voice. Okay, here's what I want to talk to you about. I didn't expect to run a video today, and I was having such an aha moment that I thought I just need to get it out there because I'm super excited about it. Okay, you know how I'm always a broken record about change what your kids eat and you will watch them change. Okay, broken record. I'm annoying. My kids tell me I'm annoying. My husband tells me I know I'm annoying. It's fine. So that being said, and I'm only annoying because I've watched the evidence. I've even watched how my kids can have totally legal foods within their diets, but if they sway too far to the carbohydrates, that they will also then start to show some behaviors, and I have to pull them off that. And my kids know, like, I'm like, you need to detox. They know it's fruit and toast for 3 days. And we use the Deland bread. It only has like 3 ingredients in it. It's millet-based, it's gluten-free, it's awesome. So they'll do that, and they'll mix it with any kind of fruit that they want. They can have a smoothie, they can have any fruits in any way, fruit salad, fruit, whatever. They do that for a few days and they get back on track. So what I want to talk to you though about is that I myself started this fast with my oldest daughter, and her church was doing it. It's a 21-day fast, and my husband's also doing it, which is awesome. And you might say, why is your husband doing it? And I'd say, because he's brilliant, because like that is probably the sexiest thing ever. Like, oh, hey babe, you're gonna fast? I'll fast with you. I'm like, you're hot. So he's a smart guy. Anyway, but the thing is that during this fast for this 21 days, you pull out all your quote unquote strongholds. And if you don't know what a stronghold is, it would basically be any item that to you, you're really holding on to. It's got a hold on you and you're holding on to it. So for me, I'll just tell you what I'm only having right now: fruits, vegetables, brown rice, hot tea, water, and if I'm at a restaurant, iced tea. That's it. I said brown rice, potatoes, okay, and some potatoes, and eggs if I want them. So I've made omelets, I'm making smoothies, I'm making an omelet with avocado on the side, I made a vegetable soup the other day, and I put it over brown rice. I'm having every variation of stir fry that you can imagine, and fine, it's going great. I wanted to eat my husband's arm on day 4, but I'm doing okay now. I got over the hump and I'm fine. Although it's funny because I am congested. This started around day 10, which is what I always tell parents is gonna happen to their kids. So it's interesting that it's happening to me. I always consider myself very healthy. I didn't consider myself to have to really go through a heavy detox. And I am just like blowing my nose constantly for 3 days straight now. But here's what I wanted to tell you that I did not expect and that I kind of forgot about that could happen. I have a typical way of behaving with my children. I'm sure you have a typical way that you are with your kids. In my house, the way I will behave is that I can keep it steady. I am kind of loud. I can be funny. I can be obnoxious. If they're having a hard time, I can definitely offer the hug. I can do all that. But if you get me on a day where I've had it up to here and I've got to be in 10 different places and we have too much homework, and plus this one's starting to whine, and maybe the teacher emailed me about something, which, hallelujah, we haven't gotten any of those emails in months and months. It's so good. So, but if you get me on one of those moments, forget it, all bets are off. I'll yell, I'll scream, I'm loud, I'm annoying, I'm nasty, and I can be mean, okay? And then I'm asking for forgiveness later. And so basically, I guess I have the same behaviors that like my ADHDers have, right? So, but I'll always blame it on them. You know, if it weren't their behavior, I wouldn't behave that way. I wouldn't react that way. So there are times too, I'm sure you've done this, where you're in the moment, a heated moment, and you're getting very angry and you actually realize you are like unleashing and you want to stop yourself and you seriously like can't do it. You can't do it. And you're like, God, please shut my mouth. You know, and you're supposed to, I know you're supposed to walk away or count from 10 down to 1. You're supposed to do things. No, I like saying mean things. So, fine. So now I'm doing this fast. And like I said, starving at like day 4, really having some cravings because I love my coffee. Every few days, maybe every 4 days or something, I'll love a glass of Pinot Grigio at night. Friday night, date night, love to go to a BYOB restaurant, have my glass of Pinot, might even have 2 glasses. I love to get dessert at these restaurants. I just, you know, I enjoy small pleasures. So on like day 10, so I'm on day 15 of this fast, on day 10, I started to notice that I was not getting so reactive to the children. Around day 10 as well, I started sleeping so beautifully through the night. Still am. And then in the last few days, I'm really noticing something. The kids are behaving in their normal ways, and I'm actually surprising myself with my reactions. I am surprising myself with the words that are coming out of my mouth. Like, I'm not kidding you, I'm getting the chills as I'm telling you this. Yesterday, there was an overload of homework from a couple of different kids, and then this one also needed to study for a quiz, but he was busy working on Legos, because that's important. My high schooler needed a ride somewhere. There was just a lot. And, you know, my older daughter wanted to call me and tell me something about that had happened, something exciting for her that had happened at work. So she wanted to have that conversation with me. And I have 6 kids, so somebody's always somewhere, and it was a day as if that everybody needed me. And I know how I normally react. I know how I can be like, hold on, okay, I'll call you back, or that's how I am. I can get that way. I was literally the same way as I can observe myself in the moment of overreacting and being angry. I was actually observing myself in how I was reacting pleasantly and how I was not overreacting and how I was able to take in information and calmly respond. Like, it was blowing my mind. And last night, when I tell you, I think each child needed something. I was like, oh, okay, you go over there, I'll be right in. I made the dinner. Oh, I forgot to do that for you. No problem. Charlie says, Mom, I didn't need you to do this paragraph, but it's easier if I type it instead of writing. No problem. Go set up at my desk. This is my desk. Set it up. I'll be in a minute. And I'm listening. The words are coming out of my mouth, though, before I can actually, how do I say this? Before I could choose the words that were coming out of my mouth. Which is interesting, because haven't you found that in the heat of anger, the words are coming out of your mouth before you have a chance to choose what you want to say? Well, this was happening, but in the opposite way. I actually was kind of annoyed that one of my kids didn't tell me that he had something to do later that night for a project. I was annoyed, but yet my words were, okay, that's no problem. Go in there, we can get it done. It'll probably take us a half an hour, no problem. Okay, Matt, you finish this, you go. And it's blowing my mind. Last night I went to bed 2 hours early, slept beautifully through the night. My husband also, we were asleep at like 8:45. It was ridiculous. Again, that's also the best part when your spouse is also doing the fast with you, because they're not up late eating nachos. You know, you're just like, let's have some carrots and almond butter and maybe an apple. And you're just like, I might as well fall asleep. Because you are just so, your body is so calm. Your body is so calm. So woke up this morning early then, another great day. It's freaking me out. And I remember this from a year ago, but I kind of forgot about it. So why am I blabbering on? Because if this is happening to me, who was I considered didn't have a problem with my diet. I mean, I've been gluten and dairy free for a long time, like well over a couple of years. Well, I shouldn't say that. Dairy was more like in the last year, gluten's last couple of years. But I would still dabble when I felt like it. But now in the last 8 months, I barely touch it. But not if there's cheese and crackers at a party. Not if once a month there's pizza somewhere. I'm like, putting it in. And then I feel gross for the next few days. But I'm telling you all of this because I had a fairly clean diet. And now it's way cleaner. And I am so clear. I have no glitches where, you know, you forget someone's name or what you were just talking about, or just those moments, and I'm not quick to react. So I'm super, super pumped because I know that I will take this information in, and I know that when this fast finishes, that I will be more cognizant about the stuff that I decide I should and should not eat. Because if I want to really feel this good, I need to realize I have the control to do so. So that's it, mamas. Needed to share, needed to vent, needed to get you excited, and that's about it. So share with me if you've ever tried doing a fast. I'd love to know what how it went for you. And if you had this annoying post-nasal drip for days as well. All right, peace.